Hi guys, I was getting ready to move this Emperor Pro 450 to a different tank. I thought I'd give it a little clean while I had it out. Then I got carried away and I disassembled the whole thing because that's the way I am. And I thought I got all this out here. I should show you what all the components are in case you're interested. So this is the carcass, obviously. This is where the electric motor it mounts, and inside here there's a rubber grommet in here, which is nice because it helps to isolate the motor from the case, which also helps then to isolate it from the aquarium. You notice this motor mount here has two wings, and they're not the same. One has a key slot in it, and your motor wings, which are the males, also has a key slot. So this only fits in one direction. So it slides in the key slot and then you twist it. What was interesting when I took this impeller out is that normally when I take an impeller out, I just take the whole shaft and pull the whole thing out. Well, this shaft doesn't appear to be removable, which is okay. I mean, you can still get your brush in there and clean it, but it's kind of an odd design. Here's the impeller. It slides down in. So what holds this in, because you're going to turn this upside down, there is a magnet in there, of course, but you don't want it to slip out, is this little grommet. So that's very important, because as you see, the impeller cover, which is this, it has no receptacle for this little grommet like most of them do. So it's very important that that's there. This impeller cover is, in my opinion, one of the weakest parts of this design because it's extremely easy to take off, and conversely it's very difficult to get on. But I was thinking, what if I use this in an Oscar tank? My Oscar is insane, so he would knock this off in 5 minutes, there's no doubt. So the impeller cover, it snaps into place. It's actually quite hard to get on there. And then you've got your intake tube, which goes on the telescoping, can't get it out, intake tube. Okay, let's look at the inside. On the inside, you have a couple of choices here. This is your intake tube, so the valve and the spray bars go in the forward direction, obviously. And on this back side here, you can use a media basket like this. You notice this media basket has two wings also, and they're not the same either. And the longer one, key slots into a little slot right there. So it only fits one way. Then you put in your intake tube and off you go. The way I was getting ready to use it is with this micron polishing pad. Micron polishing filter. This is not a pad. These things are awesome. Marineland's been making these for years. They used to have them on the canister filters, which I wish they'd have kept, but they didn't. Now they have the internal one, which is loud. And anyway, I digress. So what you do is you hook this on instead of the basket. You hook it into this hole here. Voila. And it slides down in. There's no other attachments that you need. You push this down in your intake hole and off you go. Now, one of the things I found out when I first got this is these were not designed to be run all the time, which makes sense if you think about it, because it's a micron polishing the filter. So after a couple of days of running it, this thing had started to swell. It was so full of debris, and it was causing this to overflow. And so I walked by it one day and I heard all the sound and I went to investigate, and it was probably going to explode, I don't know. So when you use these, only use them for a couple of days and then you have to clean them, and the cleaning procedure is listed in the instructions. So that's it. It is completely different than the old design, and some is good and some is not. I'll see you later.